Hi everybody, this is Kevin from Park the Boat again. I wanted to share another interesting listing I found. This one's on Craigslist. It's actually a houseboat that's for sale. I mean, it's not a condo, but they just threw that in there as like a hey, it's kind of like a condo on the water. But it is a houseboat for sale that comes with a liveaboard slip. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because number one, it's at a municipal marina here, where it shows there, and so the rates are pretty low. And it's really hard to get into this marina because there's a waiting list for up to, I think the guy says up to like 3 years or 1 to 3 years or something like that. So not easy to get into this marina, at least in terms of a liveaboard slip. And so I saw this and I thought to myself, well, if somebody really wanted to get into this marina and, maybe they were okay with this location, which I'll show you on the map exactly kind of where this slip is and where everything is in relation to it. But I was thinking, okay, so if you bought this boat for 10,700, which is the current price, and then maybe you kept the boat and you just, lived on it if you didn't already own your own boat, or you had a boat of similar size, which this one says it's 24 foot overall, but when I measured it on the satellite maps, it was a little bit longer than that. So I know that's not very accurate, but they said 24, so we'll go with that. So if you had something in that probably 22 to 28 range, maybe it would still fit in here. It's kind of hard to say. So then you could, sell this, turn around and sell this for hopefully as much or more. Um, and depending on what kind of shape it is, there's a lot of really good pictures and whatnot. I'll show you that in a minute too. So potentially could sell it and then end up with a liveaboard slip. It's really hard to get, at least down in this area, it's hard to get. And you would end up paying $151 per month if you did not have the liveaboard fee. So and apparently that's defined as more than 15 days per month that you're going to be on the boat or using the boat. Then you have to pay the liveaboard fee, which for in this area of Florida or even any part of this country is not bad. Your liveaboard fee is going to be $212. Then you'll probably have electricity and some other utilities on top, and then your regular standard slip fee in addition to your liveaboard fee is going to be that. So you're looking at like 370, 365. We'll say like a little under 370. And liveaboard fees in this area can run quite a bit higher for a boat slip or a boat of this size. It also does state if you're a non-resident, you're going to be paying for a little extra for out-of-state fee, so 189. But all in all, that's not a bad price. He says his original price here is 12,500 that he was asking, where it's shown right here, and now he's dropped it to 10,700. And kind of explains in here he's buying a house and moving out of state and doing some things, so maybe that's the reason why he dropped the price. But I wanted to mention it because this liveaboard slip is pretty low rate. I mean, granted, if you had a 45 or 50 foot boat, I'm sure it's not going to work in this spot here, and you're probably going to pay a lot more for something like that, or at least the rate to go up for a boat that big. Yeah, so basically has an 18 by 14, 18, sorry, has an 8 by 14 house built on the top of, I think it says it's a, it's a pontoon, but I think it says in here there's three pontoons. Yeah, right here. So tri-pontoon. Um, and I'll show you the pictures here. Air conditioning, liveaboard slip, refrigerator, freezer combo, hot plate, microwave. Has kind of a separated area for bathroom in there. And I'll show you the pictures now really quick. Try to take my time because I know you like to kind of look at them a little bit. So looks like some sort of hardy board siding or something similar to that. A lot of good windows that look like they open for vents, ventilation and whatnot. So if you think about this is 14 foot here, it's a 24 foot overall, so you probably have a 14 and then you probably have like around 4 foot off that side there and probably 6 foot here, so that would give you a total of 24. Let's go to the next one. So this is the very back of the boat, which I said is probably about 4 feet, give or take a little bit. Looks like he's propelling it with some electric motors. Yeah, windows, a lot of windows that open. Can't really tell if there's much insulation going on, but he does have some pretty good blind system, or at least window coverings. And then this is opposite of the couch that you would see on that side over here. There's your helm, some shelving, some tabling, lots of windows. There's your helm right there. Refrigerator, microwave. And then this, I believe this right here is your door going out the opposite end. So your entryway, your helm, and then looks like he's got some maybe cushions or benches, bench seating down here. A lot of decent amount of storage for the small space that it is. I mean, I know you probably may not even be interested in purchasing something like this, but I'm just bringing it up for the Liveaboard slip factor here. So this, I'm a little confused. I feel like this is somewhere midship maybe. We just don't see exactly where this location is in the other pictures because there's no refrigerator, there's no doors being seen unless that's a door there. And then I think this wall here is actually where the bathroom is behind this partition. So if you go to the next picture. Oh, and real quick, by the way, he says this is about 6 feet and converts into like a bed. Okay, so yeah, your couch is still kind of right. If you look real close, you can maybe see a couch right back over here. And then this partition wall, and then you've got what appears to be like a shower head here, a closet, which you'd have to take your clothes out if you were showering, and a porta potty, so kind of a separate space for that. Air conditioning, which is going to be super nice in Florida. And then this, it's a little hard to see where this might be in the pictures too, but at least some sort of a functioning kitchen. He says he has two 15-gallon water tanks and a 12-volt pump to run the water system there. Then I think he said he has like 3 to 4 12-volt batteries, all kind of running different systems on the boat here. Looks like we got some hot water, which is cool. In case you didn't know what I was referring to, hot water tank there. Yeah, and then some awning coverage. Looks like he's got some other kind of method of propulsion. So this might be a gas motor here. It's hard to see, like an outboard. It's like an outboard right there. And then he has also electric trolling motors on the opposite end in case maybe he needs to operate it from the other end or just use electric. I guess you can fish all right off your boat. And so here, yeah, notice again, this is probably your outboard. Can't really tell. Must be up real close to some landscaping, or I don't know what they call that in Florida, mangroves. I think that's what it's called. So yeah, you'd be up real close to that, but maybe you could get the marina to trim it back a little bit. So that's that. Kind of interesting. Let me show you now exactly where it's at on the map. So it's this, basically this marina here. And St. Petersburg is a major city real close to there. It's basically in the downtown area. And St. Petersburg, if you don't know, is on the west coast of Florida. not too far from Tampa Bay. It's in Tampa. It's in the Bay Area for sure, but not too far from the downtown Tampa Bay area. But St. Petersburg is actually quite large. There's a lot of stuff here. There's a few skyscrapers. It's a big downtown area. Just generally speaking, there's a ton of stuff, restaurants and all kinds of stuff down here. So, where is the boat in this marina? The boat is actually right here. So, if I put it in like the 3D mode, you'll see that's it right there. Same color, same shape, right up against the mangroves vegetation right there. So this is where it's at. You wouldn't be too far off from the shoreline here. Maybe a little too close for your comfort and, with foot traffic and whatnot, but not too bad either. Looks like there's quite a few slips at this location. Also looks like you would be kind of like in a park area, so if you were to exit your boat, you could just kind of go walking around, checking things out, go on some good walks, and then if you got bored of that area, you could go downtown, and there's just a ton of stuff here. So that's where it would be, is basically right here. This would be your slip right here. So granted, you may have to, buy the boat and resell it and move your boat there if you wanted to do that. It says in here that if you were to buy the boat, that this owner of the boat has talked to the marina and they would just transfer the slip over to you. I don't know if that is still applicable to a situation where you buy the boat and then you bring your own boat in and put it there. I don't know if that would still be okay with the marina management or not, but just something to think about. So I'm just sharing another option with you guys, something that might be interesting. It might be kind of a creative way to get your boat into a liveaboard slip, because I know it's kind of hard to find those. Right here it says anywhere from a 2 to 3 year wait list for liveaboard slips, at least at this marina. If you look at the costs of doing so, we were saying it would be somewhere like, 370 or less, unless you were out of state resident. You'd have an extra, see, 30, almost $40 extra per month. But for 370, and then up here he says something about electricity rate, paying 45 for the most, like the highest part of the season, the toughest part of the season in the summer. The most he paid is 45, it looks like. So anywhere from 16 to 45 isn't bad. So compare that to a downtown condo or, something similar, an apartment downtown with a water view. You probably pay 3 times or more than that. So, or even if you just had it there for, using it out on the water, not for a liveaboard, I mean, then your rate's really going to be super cheap, anywhere from 150 to 189 for out of state. So, I mean, that's sweet. That is just, that's almost unbeatable. I don't know what kind of amenities this marina has, but if you look it up, it's the municipal marina, downtown St. Petersburg. Sometimes their marina websites are kind of hard to find, much usable information, but might give that a try and see if you can find out what's going on there. That's all I've got for now, so hope this is, at least helpful or gives you some other ideas or strategies to getting yourself hooked up to a liveaboard slip. Another thing to quickly think about here before I end this video is because this area allows for a liveaboard slip, there could be some decent possibility of landing yourself a liveaboard slip at a private residential dock. If you're looking in this area, you're going to see a lot of marinas and like yacht clubs and commercial operations. But if you come around over here, not too far, hopefully this water depth is, usable or decent, then you have a whole bunch of different options. In here it wouldn't be too bad because it looks somewhat protected. Um, and then as you go out over into these areas, you're going to find a lot of residential private docks, but this is probably pretty shallow in here because it's a bayou. Um, but there may be some other options if you were to follow a water channel down in here. Maybe they dredge it once in a while or something. You might be able to find a dock in one of these, canals or something. So if they allow liveaboards in this area, you may be able to find a little pocket in one of these areas that will also allow liveaboards. I know a lot of times the HOAs try to prevent that, so it's not just up to the municipal, code regulations, ordinances. Sometimes it's also sort of managed or influenced by the HOAs in that area too. So the homeowners associations. Anyways, that's what I've got for this video for today. Hope you were able to find some information that might be helpful, and let me know if you have any questions or if you want to collaborate on any ideas for some of these things also. Hope you guys have a good day and a great week, and I will talk to you in the next video.